Hello, everyone. I welcome you to the Prepare channel. Today, our topic of discussion is Schedules of Indian Constitution. Discussion with important MCQ. So, this is a very important topic. First, we should know what is schedule or what do we mean by schedule of Indian Constitution. So, schedules are basically tables which contains additional details not mentioned in the articles. Monot rakhiba, those things which are not mentioned in the articles. So, schedules are basically tables which contains additional details, but they are not mentioned in the articles. Now, Indian constitution originally had 8 schedules. So our original Indian constitution had only 8 schedules, but 4 more schedules were added by different amendments. Now, this makes our total number of schedules as 12. So two important facts we got to know that schedules are containing those information which are not mentioned in the articles. Initially, our constitution had 8 schedules. Now we have 12. Now we'll discuss one by one all the schedules, what they exactly contain. The first schedule contains the list of states and union territories. And suppose you know that in India we have different states and different union territories. Sometimes some new states are formed, and sometimes what happens that the state already existent state being some, what I can say, the divided and thereby forming other states. So when these type of things happen, then we need to amend this first schedule. Clear? Okay. So I hope this is clear to you. Now, discussing the next schedule, that is second schedule. So what exactly the second schedule contains? The second schedule contains provisions of president, governors of state, speaker and deputy speaker of the House of the People, and the chairman and the deputy chairman of the Council of States, and the speaker and the deputy speaker of Legislative Assembly, and the chairman and the deputy chairman of the Legislative Council of a state, the judges of the Supreme Court and of the High Court, and the Comptroller Editor General of India. Got it? So second schedule contains provisions of the information regarding president, governor of states, speaker, deputy speaker of the House of the People, and about the Council of States, chairman and deputy chairmen, and speaker and deputy speaker of our state legislative assembly, and state legislative council's chairman and deputy chairman. So these information are there in the second schedule. Then third schedule contains the forms of oath or affirmation. So whenever we talk about the forms of oath, that president's oath, that chief minister, right? So this type of oaths, the forms of oaths and affirmations are there in the third schedule. Then the fourth schedule contains provisions as to the allocations of seat in the Council of States. And this is a very favorite questions of those who set question papers in APSC, that what schedule contains information about the allocation of seats in the Council of States. So the answer is fourth schedule. Then the fifth schedule contains provisions as to the administration and control of scheduled areas and scheduled tribes. So regarding scheduled areas and scheduled tribes, administration and control, that we have our fifth schedule. So schedule fifth, তাত কি আছে আমাৰ শিডিউল এৰিয়াছ আৰু শিডিউল ট্ৰাইবছৰ এডমিনিষ্ট্ৰেশ্যন এণ্ড কণ্ট্ৰলৰ ওপৰত যিখিনি আছে ইনফৰমেশ্যন প্ৰভিজনছ সেইখিনি ফিফ্থ শিডিউল আছে চ' ফিফ্থ শিডিউল কণ্টেইনছ দ্য provisions to the administration and control of scheduled areas and scheduled type. But don't confuse it with sixth schedule, because sixth schedules has some specific states, right? Like our Assam, Meghalaya, Tripura, and Mizoram. So sixth schedules contains provisions as to the administration of tribal areas in the states of Assam, Meghalaya, Tripura, and Mizoram. Assam, Meghalaya, Tripura, and Mizoram, এইকেইখন ষ্টেটৰ এডমিনিষ্ট্ৰেটিভ কণ্ট্ৰল মানে কাৰ হয় ট্ৰাইবেল এৰিয়াৰ এডমিনিষ্ট্ৰেটিভ কন্ট্ৰোল 6 শিডিউলত আছে 5th শিডিউলত বাকিবিলাক ষ্টেটৰ আছে ৰাইট বাকিবিলাক ষ্টেটৰ কি ইনফৰমেশ্যন আছে শিডিউল এৰিয়াছ আৰু শিডিউল ট্ৰাইবছৰ বাট 6 শিডিউলত স্পেচিফিক 4খন ষ্টেট অসম মেঘালয় ত্ৰিপুৰা আৰু মিজোৰাম next the 7th schedule the 7th schedule contains the union lease state lease and the concurrent lease again this is a very important question that which schedule contains the state lease union lease and concurrent lease so the 7th schedule contains this information right then coming to the 8th schedule which contains the list of recognized languages again very important that which schedule contains our recognized languages then the answer is 8th schedule the 9th schedule contains provisions as to validation of certain acts and regulations কিছুমান acts আৰু কিছু regulationৰ validationৰ লগত জড়িত হয় 9th schedule to then the 10th schedule is very important that because it contains provision as to disqualification on the ground of defections okay disqualification on the ground of defection is contained in the 10th schedule monot rakhi loba ground of defection where there it is means included 10th schedule then 11th schedule 11th schedule contains the powers authority and responsibility of panchayat so panchayator jikhini power authority responsibility hekhini ase amar 11th schedule and the 12th schedule contains the powers authority responsibility of municipality so 11th schedule panchayator power authority and responsibility ase aru 12th schedule amar municipality authority and responsibility powers ase so these are the 12 schedules that we have in our constitutions initially we had 8 now we have 12 now I'm going to discuss few important MCQs from this schedule part of Indian constitution the first question is if a new state is to be created then which of the following schedules of the constitution must be amended etu apnaloke comment kori answer dio kan mo all of the agote discuss korilu je কোনখন শিডিউল চেঞ্জ কৰিব লাগিব এমেন্ডমেন্ট কৰিব লাগিব নতুন ষ্টেট বনালে ঠিকে আছে দিয়ক মই কৈ দিছো আনসাৰটো the answer is first schedule so first schedule is the schedule which must be amended when a new state is created then which schedule contains next question which schedule contains the provisions for the administrative and control of the schedule areas in several states schedule areas bilakor control আৰু administration কোনটো schedule provision কোনটো schedule আছে এই provision টো answer টো হৈছে কি হ'ব answer টো এতিয়া কৈ আহিছো answer হ'ব 5th schedule then 9th schedule of the constitution was amendment or was added by which amendment মই কলো যে তোমালোকক আপোনালোকক কলো যে মই আগতে আমাৰ কনস্টিটিউশনত 8টা শিডিউল আছিল পাছত আৰু 4টা এড কৰি 12 কৰা হ'ল এই 9 শিডিউলটো কোনটো এমেন্ডমেন্টৰ জৰিয়তে ইনক্লুড কৰা হৈছিল আনসাৰটো কক কমেন্টৰ জৰিয়তে and the answer হ'ব 8th amended okay 8th amendmentor জৰিয়তে এই আমাৰ 9 শিডিউলটো ইনক্লুড কৰা হৈছিল then match the following এটা স্ক্ৰিনশ্বট লৈ লওক আপোনালোকে so মই আনসাৰটোৱে ডাইৰেক্ট কৈ দিছো আনসাৰটো হ'ব B that is first is matched with D that is third schedule in upper house obviously eto forms of affirmation লগত জড়িত আছে third schedule right third schedule ha upper house to itu pra ahi goise olob the third schedule to jorito hoi ase forms of affirmation logot 9 schedule to kihor logot jorito ase C that is validation of certain act okay 9 schedule to amar validation of certain acts logot jorito ase then fourth schedule to allocation of seats logot jorito right then 10th schedule to amar disqualification on the grounds of defection মই বাৰে বাৰে কৈছিলো যে 10th schedule to কিহৰ লগত related grounds of defection লগত related হ'ব then answer to হ'ব আমাৰ B next again match the following আপোনালোকে এটা screenshot লৈ লওক take a screenshot of this I am again going to tell you the answer is A so that means 6th schedule deals with I know that 4 states are I just discussed that 4 states are associated with the 6 schedules for their administration and control of tribal areas, and they are Ahom, Meghalaya, aru Tripura, aru Mizoram. So answer hobo tomar I2 is matched with B, right? Then second schedule to janu je second schedule to amar provisions to speaker and deputy speaker of legislative assembly logot jorito. Then 12 schedule to amar administration control of what? No, powers and authority of municipality logot ase 12 to, and 11 to asel panchayator logot, 12 to ase power and authority of municipalities, that is 3 is associated with D, and then 5th schedule is associated with administrative and control of schedule areas, then that is 4 is associated with A. So answer will be option A. So these are the MCQs for the schedule part of Indian Constitution I have included in this lecture, but very soon I will bring more MCQs from this part. And if you have any doubt, then don't then feel free, actually feel free to ask me through comments. I'll be happy to answer your questions. So azile imane আপোনালোকে যদি নতুনকৈ আহিছে চেনেলটোলে দেন সাবস্ক্রাইব কৰি লব যদি এই চেনেলটো আপুনি ভাবে যে আপোনালোকৰ কাৰণে প্ৰিপাৰেচন কৰাত উপযোগী হয়। সো আকৌ আমি লগ পাম নতুন এটা ভিডিঅত, তেতিয়ালৈকে টেক কেয়াৰ, জয় আই অসম।